Nearly 2 million unemployment claims filed in the state over the first 3 months of government-ordered business lockdowns have yet to be paid, an analysis of federal government statistics shows. The backlog is further evidence of the troubles plaguing the embattled State Employment Development Department, prompting the newly jobless to complain of an overwhelmed phone system and antiquated technology. The first-time claims have gone unfilled even as Governor Gavin Newsom has promised reforms and increased staffing for the ed. "I have done just about everything I know how to do as a public official to make things work, but my colleagues, my staff, my constituents and I are at our wits' end," Assemblymember David Chu, D. San Francisco, said in a tweet. The Ed announced July 1 that the state was extending jobless benefits for up to 20 additional weeks using federal funding for longer-term unemployed workers impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The backlog of unpaid claims has infuriated a growing number of jobless workers. "I'm terribly disappointed. The Ed has let us down terribly," said Rhonda Diaz, a San Jose resident and daycare teacher. Diaz was temporarily laid off and later returned to her job, but at reduced hours. "The website doesn't work and you can't get through on the phone. People have to pay their taxes. Then they can't help us." The mounting claims arrive as some county and state government agencies are again moving to shut down an array of business activities as fears escalate that the coronavirus outbreak might intensify, a collective decision that could cause additional workers to lose their jobs. Over the 3 months of March, April and May, 5.01 million California workers filed initial claims for unemployment benefits and the Ed completed first-time payments to just 3.13 million workers, statistics compiled by the U.S. Labor Department show. That gap between the initial claims and the first-time payments leaves 1.88 million claims unfilled and workers without benefits despite being out of work for weeks or months. "You can't get a clear answer from anybody with the Ed," said Lori Nelson, a Union City resident who lost her job in March as a fundraiser for a foundation. "You go week after week trying to certify your claim and get some sort of unemployment payment. If I hadn't gotten loans from family members, I would be out on the street." After the first month of government-ordered closures, the backlog of unpaid workers was already large, 1.44 million in March. For March and April combined, the backlog totaled 1.75 million. Now, after the first 3 months of shutdowns, the backlog is approaching 2 million. The Labor Department figures are current only through the end of May and don't include any statistics from June. "These numbers show what we have suspected all along. Ed is utterly failing millions of Californians," Chu said. "Ed's failure has real human consequences.